Hi everybody, it's your buddy Brad here, and today we are going to look at I guess, a little process that I just did today. I've actually done in the past. It's just using two hexes to get kind of a geometric shape fractal. I posted this today, and a couple of people were asking how I did it, so instead of telling them, I'm doing this tutorial. So let's take a look at what a regular hex, uh, hexagon is first. Just a little math, just a little bit. So if we look at a hexagon here, let me magnifier. Okay, if we look at a hexagon here, so it has 120 degrees, and that is going from here, from this line, going all the way around to this line is 120 degrees, I believe. No, no, that is not right. It's from here, from this line to here is 120 degrees. And so there's actually 6 of those angles in a hexagon. And then if you look down here, there's an angle between here, and that is 60 degrees. And so that actually helps us in making these type fractals. So let's go ahead and dive into JWildfire. I'm going to move this down here. And new from scratch. Add. Select linear, type in hexes, H-E-X. I want hexes here. And you'll see that every time it loads, it'll load a different type of image. And it's because it doesn't know exactly where to put the points, so it puts them into random areas. But that's not important for this. And so we are going to actually go ahead and let me go ahead and change the gradient. Something with white in it. There we go. Now you can see it a little bit better. And so we have hexes here. And we're going to just duplicate this. And then here we're going to change the power of this hexes to 1. And you will see everything disappear, but that's okay. So we're just going to click on the Find Edit button here. We're just going to bring this down one roll of the mouse wheel. You don't want to bring it down too much. And so now this is going to go back to the first transform. And looking back at these angles, you actually want to, we can either set the angles to 60 or 120. I like setting them to 60 here. So if we set it to 60, then just rotate, and then we can move. You can see everything will actually actually line up. So if you just keep rotating around, that's lined up. Yeah, let me see if I can get it actually lined up here. I think it's because I shrink it too small. Okay, so let's start at the beginning again. So everything's lined up. Rotate by 60, everything's lined up. Rotate by 60, everything's lined up. Rotate by 60, that everything's lined up. Everything's lined up. Everything's lined up. And if you notice, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times because math. Because math, that's why. 60 times 6 equals 360. And so now if I'm going to turn off the Find Edit, and then if we start moving this around, we're actually going to rotate it 2 times. Yeah, rotate it 2 times here. And then we can start to see that it actually starts to make some kind of cool shapes. You can actually get kind of a square shape if you line up both. There we go. So here, let me see if I can get rid of the triangles. So if you notice here, we have a hexagon, but inside this hexagon, we have a square, and a square. So you can also get square type looks with a hexagon, and that is kind of what I did with this image here. You see here's the squares here, and then etc., etc. So now we are going to come back to transform 1. I'm going to shrink it some. And then this is where the cool fractal stuff comes in. And so we're also going to want to, let's start increasing the weight first by 10. And slowly enlarging it. And then you can see how it's filling in all the squares and the getting different shapes here. You can actually get a whole bunch of different shapes here. You can also get like triangles and other cool shapes. In fact, I turned you off. Let's go ahead and change the gradient to, I guess I can go ahead and so I'm increasing the speed here. Put 98. And now you can see we're getting more kind of different in colors. This is kind of almost exactly like the image that I made earlier. And then if you want to get a little bit more fancy, you can go ahead and increase the power of the second hexes just a little bit, and then click on the first hexes and decrease the scale. There we go. That's cool. And of course, as soon as I say that's cool, I lose it. There we go. So that just gives us a little bit more of a space between the hexes. Yeah, if I really increase it. You can see the lines it makes here. And then, you know, keep playing around. You can keep rotating this triangle. Let's see what happens if we rotate it on post. I'm not sure. That's even cooler. I really like that. I actually really like that. There's one thing about hexes, as this is rendering, it does take, this is one of the variations that does take a while to render. So, you see even on the quick render, it is not being very quick. And then let's go see how it looks with, let me use the Odin. Doesn't look too bad. I like that. I like that a lot. Of course, you don't get all the details because I'm not doing the full render, but yeah, I like that. Probably could increase we are getting some black spots here. Probably if we increase the speed by 20. So how are you today? That's good to know. Yes, yes. That's good to hear. Thank you for telling me. Trying to waste some time while this is rendering. So yeah, it did fill it in. Kinda probably need to increase the fade to white some more. Well, probably increase the weight here a little bit more, but yeah, that's you know, just go around, make it your own, have fun with it, and if you do something with this, let me know. I would love to see what you make with it. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and make sure you hit the little bell so whenever I post something, you'll be notified. I know I'm not good at this YouTube pub, uh, pub, publicity thing, so get notified. Um, so if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. Until later, bye!